Chelsea Football Club, no way you were that stupid. And no way was Manchester United stupid enough to reject this offer. We're going to break it down. Garnacho was coming to Chelsea and Chelsea offered Romeo-Lavia. What? I'm going to break this down because this is coming from a very good source. Secondly, Chelsea basically put a brief out through Fabrizio Romano. It is about their transfer policy, and if you want Osimhen, if you want Rodrigo, if you want Vinicius, say bye-bye. Those things aren't happening because they made it clear as day. There's two things that they're looking at when they're signing players, and they're the only type of players that they're going to go after. And finally, we've got an update on the sponsorship, how Chelsea got with Oracle. Leclaus has basically given us some details. It's a 3-point transaction. And finally, Mikhailo Mudryk. A lot of you said, where's Mudryk? Where's Mudryk? Well, apparently Mudryk's on Instagram replying to fans. Mudryk has basically given an indication if he's going to be back at the end of next season. And I'm telling you lot, there's more than meets the eye. Because I've got no clue why we're hearing nothing apart from a comment from Mudryk. Before we get started, number one, hit that like button. 1,000 likes means YouTube tells other people, Bratuchi, Kavkas View is actually kind of good. Come and watch it. So support me. Secondly, if you like what I do here, hit that hype button or subscribe or do both. Both is even better. We're super close to 50k. We're creeping up there and I need all of you to start subscribing because you will forget. But let's break this down. Chelsea Football Club, Win Stanley, Lawrence Stewart, Joe Shields, everybody associated with a club, I need you to listen to me and I need you to listen to me good. If you ever try to offer Romeo-Lavia for Alejandro Garnacho again, you're going to see me rant to the point where I get 1 million views because it will be a rant so bad they might even ban my account. I can't believe what I am hearing. So, Mark Ogden, who works for ESPN, apparently has written, last year when Chelsea were negotiating with Manchester United, they offered to buy Alejandro Garnacho. Part of the deal, they offered Romeo-Lavia. Chelsea thought maybe they could get a deal. Manchester United need a midfielder. They need a left winger. Let's sort this out. We'll give you Lavia. You give us thing. We don't know if that was a straight swap. We don't know if there was money involved. But Man United said no. First of all, Chelsea, you're stupid. Manchester United, you're even stupider, if that's possible. Because I can't believe what I'm about to say. Romeo-Lavia to swap with Garnacho and Manchester United said no when Chelsea offered it. Chelsea are criminals. This is unacceptable. The fact that you were trying to get fleeced. You're not Nico. You're not from the Mavericks. You're not from Dallas. I don't know what they're doing. It absolutely blew my mind when I read this. I had to go and reread it a few times. Chelsea offered Romeo-Lavia in a trade for Garnacho. And then Manchester United didn't want him because of injury issues. Let me break this down for you quickly. Number one, you got £40 million for Garnacho. Lavia is worth £65 million minimum. And that is a young Lavia with potential. Lavia, when he plays for Chelsea, everybody without doubt goes, you know what, maybe Enzo doesn't start. You know what, Caicedo's got a partner that he can be proud of. You know what, Chelsea are absolutely stacked in the midfield. You know what, maybe we should move to a 3 in the midfield. These are all conversations that we're having. Yet, and this blows my mind every time I hear it, you offer Romeo-Lavia to Manchester United in a swap. Don't be that foolish again. You got strike one, you got lucky. Do not do that kind of stupidness. However, Manchester United, all you had to do is get a rehab plan, make Lavia work, and all of a sudden you fixed your midfield issue. Because right next to your midfield, you would have had a lovely midfield of Lavia and Casemiro. That would have been transition the ball. You could have had a little bit of creativity up top. Let your wing backs bomb forward. I don't know what they were thinking. I am so grateful that this didn't happen. Let me just reiterate what happened. Chelsea offer to buy Garnacho by offering Romeo-Lavia, and Manchester United think it's acceptable to reject it. You're both cooked. You're both tapped. I can't believe this went down. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts. I can't believe what I'm reading, and it's stupid enough where I believe it because the source is good. Chelsea fans, sometimes, you know, you have to sit up and realize we are in a bit of a pickle. And a lot of you are going to say, why are we in a pickle, Alex? Well, the pickle here is Chelsea Football Club actually might have a little problem. And we won't know until later on, until the sand has fallen, and we need to accept it. Fabrizio Romano basically states that Chelsea will not be interested in Rodrigo, they will not be interested in Vinicius. Chelsea aren't looking at players of that caliber. They aren't looking at that bracket of players. This has been proven in what happened in 2024, where Victor Osimhen and Chelsea were close to a deal. However, Chelsea didn't want to pay the wages. First of all, shout out to all the Nigerians. Listen, You guys are in pain at the moment. I watched the game yesterday. Congo deserved the game. I thought you guys were going to steal it. I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted you guys to qualify. Nigerian fans, absolute entertainment. When Nigeria win, best team in the world. When Nigeria lose, meltdowns. They're like me, all right? Georgia is not there. Nigeria is not there. We can all watch the World Cup in peace together, bradohi, all right? Congolese people, congratulations. Because you qualified, you're going to the World Cup, well done. As a Georgian, it's a little bit of shame. 48 teams qualified and we couldn't do it. I'm not bitter though. I am very bitter. We should be there, but we bottled it. We are absolute bottle jobs. It is what it is. But back to the story. Chelsea Football Club apparently are looking for basically two things. This is what this brief from Fabrizio is. Number one, you need to be going for your second contract. For those of you that don't know who Rangnick is, he's the guy that was managing Manchester United. He was a sporting director that worked at Leipzig. He built this model. I think he's the Austria manager now. And he's a bit of a savant, you know, in the director's office. You know them ones. He likes to have his ideas. And he always had this theory. You only want to buy players in their first or second contract. You don't want to get a third. And the theory behind it is, the third contract is they've made their money. And have you heard the expression, do you want to train in silk pajamas? Basically, once boxers have a couple fights and they make their money, it's very difficult to wake up in the morning and do the hard stuff because I'm rich. Why am I going to go in there and put myself at risk? I'm rich. I don't need more money. And in this case, some footballers make enough money where they've signed their third deal. Their kids are fine. Their grandkids are going to be fine. As long as they don't do nothing stupid, you can't dictate their level of hunger. On that second contract, you can. And this is the key element here, right? Chelsea are going to be going after the Garnachos, their Gittin, the Enzo Fernandezes, the Caicedos, the players that are going into their second contract. Meaning there's resale value, lower wages, you can give them incentives, they still think it's beautiful, little bit higher transfer fees, they don't mind that. Or they're going after free agents and it's not the free agents we want. It's not the free agents that we find appealing. It's the free agents like Tosin, players that will accept 110k, 120k, they'll come in. They're 26. Oh, they bring experience. But in reality, there's a reason they're a free agent. You know what I mean? There's a reason. The big free agents are going for 300k, 250k. Tosin ain't one of them. And this is a problem that we're going to have. Because whether this is a sustainable model, 100% is. The sustainability, we know our club's going to be here forever. As long as they keep doing this, they're going to be selling young players. They're going to be developing players, flipping it, profit. The club will always be here and we will always have our Chelsea and we will appreciate that and we will love that. The problem is, can it win us a league? Because this model is unproven. This model has question marks to it. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm a little bit worried about the long-term nature. In the present, I'm very satisfied. We can most probably compete. We can win cups, we can have good cup runs, we can have good league finishes, but can we have a sustained period of victory? It heavily depends on young players developing in the way that they expect them to. I don't know whether we're ever going to go and supplement one or two signings, but it is what it is. In the comments below, do you think this model can lead to victory? And by victory, I mean consistent league titles. 2 league titles in 5 years, 3 league titles in 8 years. That type of... A quick update on Mykhailo Mudryk. So a lot of you know that Mudryk at the moment is banned. We don't know why he's banned. We just know he failed a few tests. And since then, Sample B hasn't been released. Sample B is the second iteration of the test. We don't know what's happened other than that. Furthermore, what we know is Mudryk has been pictured in Ukraine, taking some photos at some kind of conference. It was very interesting, yada yada. No one cared enough to make a video about it. However, we've got the first indication of what's going to happen with Mudryk next year. A fan commented under Mudryk's picture and basically said, what are your expectations for next year? And Mudryk responded, expectations kill confidence or something silly like that. Basically highlighting that he ain't going to be back anytime soon. Guys, a lot of people keep asking me, what's going on with Mudryk? When is he coming back? Is Mudryk going to be here? Why are we not talking about Mudryk? Alex, what's the news about Mudryk? I'm telling you, there is no news. The news is actually very simple. Mudryk basically deaded that he'll be back next year. At least with the Paul Pogba news, we always had one element of information coming through. We had it from his camp, we had it from the other camp, we had that he was fighting it, we had that he was going to get reduced. There was always something. With this Mudryk news, there is no news. And that's what makes me feel there might be more than meets the eye or something, I don't know. But in reality, all we can do is just wait. And the other thing is Mudryk worth the fuss? Like, I don't know. Personally, people are gonna say Mudryk would have developed and helped us at this moment in time. I don't think he's better than Gittins, and I don't think he's better than Garnacho. He had the pedestal to go and show us. He never did. I'm not going to lose sleep over Mikhailo Mudryk. That's just personally me. But that's an update for you guys, because a lot of people The final story is about the Oracle sponsorship. And this sponsorship news is actually very interesting, because a lot of people are going to say, Alex, why do you care about the sponsorship? I don't. Like I said to you lot the other day, it's a name on the top that we're going to get paid for, yada, yada, yada. It ain't coming in my pocket. It ain't going in your pocket. It ain't going into the average fan's pocket that goes to Stamford Bridge. It's not. It is what it is. What Leclaus is reporting, who's actually been kind of on the ball with this, is that Chelsea haven't agreed the deal with Oracle. It's Clearlake that have agreed the deal with Oracle, which in a sideways move means that Chelsea are going to get a sponsor. So basically, Clearlake and Oracle have agreed a deal where they're going to partner up. Oracle will get access to Clearlake's clients, meaning Clearlake, the investment fund, is going to recommend Oracle's software to their clients, and I'm guessing their clients are going to take it on and Oracle will expand. In return, Oracle will go and join Chelsea by becoming their first team sponsor. A lot of people are going to say this is weird. A lot of people say this is controversial. I don't care. At the end of the day, what I care about is what's in that rectangle on the pitch. 9 out of 10 times, I think that's the most entertaining part. Then it's the press conference. Other than that, genuinely, I don't care. What I want is Chelsea to return. I want Chelsea to play consistent football and for us to be very happy, right? And a lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're speaking my language. A lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're talking nonsense. But to summarize today's video, Chelsea nearly made a stupid mistake, right? And the mistake would have been to send Garnacho-Lavia to Manchester United for Garnacho. I would have lost my head. You would have seen me rant like you've never seen me before. Secondly, this model ain't changing anytime soon, and they're tripling, quadrupling, five-tupling down on it. Mudryk, we don't know when he's coming back, and the sponsorship looks like it's going to happen because we're getting so much detailed information. What I need from all of you now is to hit that like button, because it's the best way to support the channel. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss any content, because it's good for you, not only for me. And finally, I've got a new video for you about Estevao. Right? Estevao sends a message with his, check it out. He basically tells Chelsea, start playing. And we need to have that discussion. Go check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.